Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Train, and first off, as we're recording this, for anyone who celebrates it, happy Thanksgiving. I know it's not going up on Thanksgiving, but if you're watching this, I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. And second, welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. I'm probably only going to record one episode, so this is the way probably just because I didn't bulk record any more than episode 5 for Cold War's release, which is my mistake. So I'm going to be recording this episode, and then I'll probably either record more on Saturday and or whatever else I get to be able to record. But in the last episode, we had the pleasure of experiencing the festival. And obviously this is the history of what we got so we can catch up. Obviously it's the day after the festival, and I just woke up. The alarm clock scared me last episode. But now we're here, and I have no idea what's going to happen next. And I'm going to double check before I do anything, because I know sometimes... Okay, it's still on. Good, good, good. Alright, let's go. Man, I just feel like sinking into the depths of my bed. Is it natural to feel this tired after waking up? What's the time anyway? 10:30 a.m. Holy crap! Well, I pretty much missed the first 2 classes. Oh, so it's the Monday of. Should we go to school today, or should I just cut my losses and skip? A fierce battle rages within my mind as I lay there. But after a beat, I leap out of bed and begin throwing on my uniform. I don't even want to go to school, but I strangely feel compelled to stick to my everyday routine. Guess Mom really trained me well. No time to eat breakfast today. To be honest, I'm usually too lazy to cook anything anyway. It's 10:39 a.m. I'm making good time. Hang on. It's Saturday. Saturday. I have done this so many times. And also, if you hear like a dripping sound or like a weird noise in the background, I try to turn down the mic so it doesn't pick it up, but it's raining out and my AC is still in the window, so it's basically the water dripping inside the air conditioning. As realization hits me, all the nervous tension drains out of my body, leaving me slouched over and exhausted. Now that I'm already out of bed, I might as well do something productive today. Although I'll have to get changed my normal clothes first. At least there's school to get to today, although unfortunately literature club is still feeling the effects of the festival. Thankfully, the awkward atmosphere is only subtle, but even I, a newbie, can see that everyone's been treading on eggshells. I really do hope things can eventually get back to normal, but at this rate I could easily see everyone ripping apart. Natsuki hadn't spoke to me about things yet either. I meant to talk to her about the festival argument the day after, but I just couldn't figure out a way to confront her about it. Probably just me being too reluctant to bring things up, but I never really found the right time to talk. Should I get out of the house for once and stop thinking about these things? It would be a nice change of pace from staying on my computer all day. Gotta get rid of that pasty, pale complexion. Ha ha ha. At least the weather's better today. It's a regular sunny day, not too hot, not too cold. Just me and my bag, and come to think about it, I don't even know where I'm headed to. Maybe I'll just text Sarah and see how she's doing, although she's probably not awake yet anyway. I haven't hung out with her in a while, and it might prove to be a nice surprise for her. Actually, the more I think about it, the more appealing the idea sounds. I imagine the festival fiasco probably upset her, given how much she cares for the club and the other girls. Can't hurt to see if she's okay to take her mind off it. Besides, I can't imagine she really has much going on either. I take out my phone and shoot her a message. Hey Siri, what's up? Wow, this is cool. No reply. At a time, knowing Siri, she's probably still sleeping. I should suppose anything before noon is considered early for her. Then again, I'm not much better. The only reason I'm up so is on a Saturday is because I thought it was a school day. I'm joking to myself. My parents would have definitely be surprised if they learned I was up before midday on a Saturday. Dad used to jerk around and call me nocturnal like I was a vampire. Thinking about it, given my sleep cycles, he wasn't wrong. Shame I don't have the ability to turn into a bat, though. Or super speed. Well, at least the weather's nice. It's early October now, which is the best of both worlds. And so quite as hot as it was in summer, and the real bite of winter hasn't kicked in yet. It's really a world with fluffy white clouds accompanying the blue skies. Ha! He said the name of the mod! Peering down at a bench, I aimlessly flick through my phone while I await Sarah's reply. Fucking hell, I hate that. Finally, my phone goes off. Alright, sorry about the delay. I just woke up, lol. Called it. Don't worry about it. Just wondered if you want to go to the park or something. It's a nice day after all. Sure thing. Which one? LOL, you'll see. I'll keep it a surprise. Sounds fun. Just give me a few minutes to get ready, okay? Yep, just let me know when you're dressed and I'll meet you outside your house. Alrighty. Since my phone back in my pocket, I start to aimlessly plan what we'll get up to. There's a park near our house. When we were children, it was almost like a second home to us. So much time spent exploring. We used to get tons of ice cream at the playground after working the puppy dog eyes and our parents. In fact, I think it was at that very park that I first met Sayori. Something about ice cream. I'm not surprised we met and initially bonded over food. Good times. Another notification. Okay, I'm good. Coming out now. With Sayori in tow, we make our way over. I'm already a reminder of the time we spent together last Sunday. But today is just as enjoyable. Although last time, she got to learn a little bit more about me. I didn't get to learn much about her. In the time we've been apart, I've got no idea how she's finding school, what her interests are, her plans for the future, all that stuff. So I know you said it's meant to be a surprise, but can I get a teeny tiny hint? Should I? Please? After all, it is super early. I checked my watch. It's 11:30. Sorry, it's almost noon. Yeah, super early. To be fair, it is currently 10:30 in the morning for me, and me waking up before 10 o'clock is a shocker. So, for me, this is very late in the morning, but also at the same time, it's also very early, because I literally just woke up. Maybe 20-ish minutes ago. Like, I had breakfast sitting in the toaster still. I forgot about it until just now. Yeah, super early. I mean, she's not wrong. I suppose you got a point. Alright. I lean conspiratorially. This is super top secret stuff. Understood, Ancient. But gave you the code named Childhood. Where would you think? There's something in her face, feeling with a strand of hair in her hands. Oh, I know! She's going to get it in her first try? I'll be mighty impressed. You're not taking me back to elementary school, are No. Well, that hope got shot down. I can't help but sigh. No, worth a try. I'll give you another hint. Do you remember where we first met? It wasn't elementary school, was it? You say that one more time. Kidding. They're kind of fun to wind up sometimes, you know? Makes a change from you always being a meanie to me. You love it, really. So the only way I get you back from all those tricks you used to play on me, you know? Tricks? I don't know what you're talking about. The innocent childlike grin is back in her face. Already, I'm glad I sent a text her instead of going back to sleep. About the time you told me about that... What about the time you told my mom that I threw the tennis ball at... Oh, fuck, I threw it too fast. What about the time you told my mom that I threw a tennis ball at you so she'd make me give you my candy? Or the time we climbed that tree and got stuck. I told you that it'd be too high, but you didn't listen. My dad had to get us down. Although that climb was pretty fun. The view was incredible. See, it wasn't all bad. I know. It was all good-natured. We used to get up to so much mischief. We sure did. Anyway, I think I know where we're going. Paku Park, right? Ah, so there is something in that head of yours after all then, huh? Hey! Oh, the music. I love the modded music. It's amazing. And so here we are. Oh, I love this place. I haven't been here in so long. Yeah, me neither. Take a seat on a wooden bench which affords us a lovely view of the park around us. Children are playing all sorts of ball games as their parents chat amicably. Dogs running around as their owners laugh and chase them. I smile, hear a Sayori. I truly feel like I'm at home. Figured I'd do the both, so it's good to take a trip down memory lane, eh? Just woke up. Forgive me if I misspeak or I stutter or whatever the fuck. Especially after that fiasco of the festival and everything. Yeah. The change of her tone and expression, the festival still looks like it's bothering her. Can't blame her, after all. Oh, the club members are feeling it. I was hoping by now things would go back to how they used to. Yeah, that. I mean, yeah, the festival's a bit of a failure, but the club is still a nice little place for us five, right? Suri looks ahead, idly poking a twig with her feet. Yeah, it is. I just really wish people weren't so mean. We all practice super hard, too. All of that for nothing. Hey, come on, Sayori. It's not like it's not like you to be so depressing. We shouldn't dwell too much on that anyway. What's done is done, right? Besides, I want today to be a good day. She blinks as a slightly shameful look crosses her features. Ah, yeah, you're right. Sorry. I never apologize. After all, it was me who brought it up, so I can't really talk. Anyway, I brought you here because I know this place means a lot to you. I was worried you might be upset, so I was hoping this could cheer you up. Aw, you didn't have to do that. Well, that. But most importantly, I just need an excuse to get out of the house. She pokes me in the ribs as I laugh. And besides, spending time with you on Sunday made me realize that we have a lot to catch up on. And besides, spending time with you on Sunday made me realize that we have a lot to catch up on. She giggles. I guess both of us don't know where to start. It's almost like we've met and don't know what to say to each other. In a strange way, I guess that's the case to some extent. I guess I'll start. You know, I've always been curious as to why you joined Literature Club. I didn't really think poetry was your thing. She leans forward, resting her chin on her knees. Well, Monica and I are actually in the same class. She's the one who told me about it. In a way, I guess I was kind of like you. Like me? Yeah, as in, I really didn't think much of poetry. It's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't think too much about it. But as I joined, and Monica told me more about literature, about how poetry can be a really nice way to express yourself, I loved it. Anyone can write poetry, and that's what I really like. Doesn't matter who you are, what your interests are, or how good you are. There's something for everyone. Yeah, I can agree with that to some extent. Whether I guess it can be kind of applied to video games in a way, because not everyone wants to play an FPS. Not everyone wants to play an MMO. Not everyone wants to play an RPG. But there is something for everybody who wants to play those games. Like if you want to play a casual shooter, or like a casual arcadey shooter, and not be super good at it, you can play Call of Duty or Battlefield. I guess Battlefield isn't as arcadey, but you know what I mean. But if you want to play something more tactical, and you want to actually try and see if you can get good at a game that's sort of Pro League-esque, you can play CSGO, or Rainbow Six Siege, or whatever. And if you want to play like, if you want to play like an MMO, or whatever, you can play Destiny 2, or World of Warcraft, or whatever. And then you have games like League of Legends, and WoW, or League of Legends, and Smite, and Overwatch, all this kind of thing. There's something for everybody. But I do agree with that sentiment. It applies to almost anything. Interesting. Yuri, Monica, and Sari all appreciate poetry for different reasons. I get the sense that Yuri likes poetry as it gives her an opportunity to express deep, complex stuff. Monica seems to be on a similar wavelength to Yuri, but I think she prefers abstract stuff more. Then again, I guess Yuri also used a lot of abstract themes in her poems. Who knows? I'm still an amateur. Ha! Sari notices my chuckle. What's up? I don't know, I was just thinking about how everyone in the club seems to appreciate different things in poetry. What else? There's a faraway look in her eyes as she asks the next question. I remember, we used to think alike in so many ways. Like when we used to look at clouds, we'd see a lot of similar things in the sky. So I wonder, do we still do that? I grin. I totally forgotten how much we used to enjoy cloud watching back in the day. Every time I remember something from our childhood, it brings a smile to my face. Cloud watching perfectly captures that innocent, carefree essence of nostalgia. I totally forgotten about that. We really let our imaginations run wild, didn't we? And the best thing is, it worked. Yeah, it's so cool like that. I knew my mouse drifted towards settings. I didn't mean to do that. What about that one? Jason outstretched finger in her hands and points at a specific spot. Ah! Yeah, I can see that one now. This looks like a fish. Oh, it's so small. Look at that one. Kind of looks like a little frog. I have no idea which one they're pointing to. This is what I love about clouds. They're so... what's the word? Cloudy? Ow. You really like poking in their ribs, don't you? I was trying to think of the right word. I think I heard Yuri say it once. Versatile? I think that means something that is... Ah! I forgot. That sounds like it fits. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Pretty how different people see different things when looking at the exact same one. I wonder what the other girls would see. Fluffy Kitsune Suki and something spooky with Yuri. You really know them well, huh? What do you think Monica would see? A piano? I mean, you can interpret a cloud however you want, right? I'm just thinking of stuff that reminds you of her. Well, I'm happy that we still cloud gaze the same way. Yeah, that makes two of us. Is that a gallery picture? No, it is not. Interesting. I guess these are just CG specific or character specific. I was kind of worried that we'd, I don't know, drifted too far apart. That's the rain dripping on my AC, so forgive me if that drowns me out. In fact, I have an idea of what I can do. Hold on. You're not going to hear me for a second, but give me a minute. I might be able to fix this. Alright, I remember what I could do to fix it, and I remembered I can't, if I put my mic where I thought I could, it doesn't really work out, so, in terms of, being able to read the screen, because essentially the mic covers this entire section, like this entire corner, so I can't really see. I was kind of worried that we maybe, I don't know, drifted too far apart, so much that we'd be totally different people, but that doesn't look to be the case. Yeah. By the way, I need to ask you, how are you doing in school? Geez, Sayori, that's kind of a boring question, don't you think? Let's try and worm out of this one, mister. I still worry about you, you know? I just want to know if you're doing fine, that's all. There's nothing to worry about, I'm doing just fine. You sound a bit like Mom. I can't tell if that's a compliment or an insult. A mystery will take to our graves, eh? Her subsequent pout makes me chuckle. If I got you popsicle, would that make you less pouty with me? You could change my mood with food, huh? Depends on the flavor. I'm talking to myself. If Sayori is actually annoyed with me, just get her something sweet. Who knows, the information will come in handy later. Oh, this is pretty! I like this! The more I think about it, perhaps I was wrong to worry she'd have changed too much. After all, I'm pretty much the same person. 6 or so years, that's not much time, I guess. One thing that hasn't changed is how much she loves to explore and how much her imagination accommodates that. Forests weren't just forests. They were a part of a magical land inhabited by an array of mythical creatures. Oh, it's only been 18 minutes. Oh my god. Beaches weren't just sand and sea. They were a tropical paradise home to countless happy childhood memories. Third for crabs, imminently splashing in the sea, checking out hidden coves. I'm going to tell a quick little story. I went crabbing, or just in general crab fishing, once, and it was really, really fun. And I went on a field trip, and we found them randomly in the sand. And somebody thought it would be a fun idea to pick one up. And they picked it up without getting, like, clamped. Because, I will tell you this, I've been clamped by a crab. They can hurt really bad. And they're actually very fast when it comes to, like, reaction. But at the same time, they managed to do it, and then they put it, and then they tried to claim somebody else, and then they got in trouble. It was very funny. Sayori can transform our homes into something they weren't. You used to jump from sofa to sofa, chair to chair, pretending that the floor was lava. Yep, obviously, everyone does that. That game never got old. And I'm pretty sure every kid on the planet has played it too. I played it at least a couple times. I wouldn't say it's lava, but I do remember doing something like that. You know something, Sayori? She sadly had me ducking under a tree branch. We're now in the forest part of the park. I've had a sudden realization as to why your poems are so good. They're not that good. No, seriously. Your magic has always been super strong. All those games you used to play as children, you were always part of your own little world, and it shows in your poems. I'm glad you picked up on it. Writing poems is half the fun. The other half is showing them to people. Especially when they like what you've written. What's your thought process while you write your poems? Like, how do you write them? Oh, indigestion! I just go with my heart. I guess it's kind of tricky to explain. I think it just depends on my mood. Like when I wrote Dear Sunshine, I was in a pretty good mood. More like you were just hungry, given you wrote it while you were eating breakfast. I was in a good mood because I was eating breakfast. Anyway, so with bottles, I guess I was thinking about how much I want people to be happy. So that's the answer to your question. It depends on my mood and what I happen to be thinking about. I wonder how the others do it. Yeah, me too, actually. We're kind of interesting to see how you all approach poetry. Although I think I wouldn't be able to understand how someone like Yuri does it. Her poetry still goes over my head. Good to know I'm not the only one. Although, what about your fairy tale poem? What was your thought process behind that one? Oh, that one. There's an immediate shift in atmosphere. There wasn't really one. I just felt like writing it, I guess. You said you write poems based on what you're thinking of or feeling at the time, right? What about you? How do you write yours? I should have known she would still be a little cagey about that one. Thinking back to her behavior on that Friday, I guess it's to be expected. Just what is it about that poem and her behavior that bothers me so much? Because it shows a side to Sayori that's totally new to me, one that I'm not used to? Or because I know it's just something she isn't telling me? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was missing out a little bit. Well, I guess I'm similar to you, I suppose. I just pick a bunch of words that best describe what I'm thinking about and then write a poem based on those. Yes, I'm not really experienced enough to give you a proper answer. I kind of make it up on the spot. That's kind of a dig at the game mechanic. The game mechanic, quote unquote. But it's worked so far. I'm not complaining. Sari paused looking at the copse around surrounding us. She walks to a large tree and plants herself down in front of it. I follow suit, resting my back against the third sturdy trunk, admiring the soft rays as they penetrate the branches. Penetrate. What you said reminds me of something Monica once told me. Something about if you don't have confidence, just fake it until people believe you do. She turns to face me, a thoughtful expression on her face. Sometimes I wonder if she really is confident, or it's all just a show. I feel that sometimes you can never tell with people. I blink. That was remarkably insightful for Sayori. More reflective moods seem to have fallen upon her. No idea, to be honest. She seems pretty genuine. I mean, she was like this when I first met her as well, so that would be an awful long time to wear that mask. I wouldn't have expected that sort of question from you, though. Why'd you ask? She smiles mischievously. Sometimes it's nice to surprise people. What do you mean? Well, let me ask you. To describe in a few words, which words did you choose? Bubbly and lighthearted? And adventurous? Well, I was thinking as quite kind, you know? Given how you're always concerned with how happy other people are. I guess your most definitive trait is your happiness. Like you always seem so cheerful, at ease with the world. I wish I could kind of be like that sometimes. Although from what I've sort of picked up on, just like everyone else, you still feel down from time to time. Right? She looks on ahead, a faraway look on her face. It's not exactly sad, but there's a certain air of, what, wonder? Nostalgia? See? That's what I mean. I haven't picked one of those things you mentioned, but they find me asking this question a bit. Unlike me, if you get what I'm saying. I guess because of how I act in the literature club. As I with my poetry, I never really talk about deeper things. Things that just aren't aimlessly happy. I guess I don't want to bother people with that sort of stuff. Bother them? Why would it bother them, Sayori? Well, maybe that isn't the right word. Sorry, I've never really get expressing myself in a person. It's much easier to do it in a poem. It's okay. I've never been really good at it either. A lot of the time I like to think about the past, and how things used to be. I told Natsuki about this. She giggles softly. Natsuki thinks I live in the past. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, do you? Nah, if you're happy, what's the issue? So naturally you want to think about the good times that brought a smile to your face, right? When we first started talking again, I used to look back on all our shared memories from all those years ago. When we first met and bonded over ice cream, to me winning Mr. Cow for you, to helping you with homework. Our parents used to say we were pretty much inseparable. Everyone has their happy thoughts, which keep them going, right? Stored away in bottles, eh? Of course. She sighs contentedly. Sorry, I didn't mean to bore you or anything. Bore me? Really, Siri, you're sounding a bit like Yuri. I haven't seen this side of you before, and I really like it. As I enjoy our playful banter, it's made for a really nice change of pace. Besides, I always like talking to you. Thank you, Ryan. I worry about, well... Siri, people are always going to enjoy being your friend, even if you're not super chipper all the time. It's okay, seriously. Just be yourself, don't hide anything. I'll be here, don't you worry. Reach over and squeeze her hand, smiling reassuringly. Sayori noticeably fidgets, looking rather uneasy about something. What's wrong? Actually, there is something I could tell you. I don't know if it's a good idea, though. My heart's just a race as a million questions start whizzing around my head. This is about Fairy Tale, her behavior on Friday, some other secrets coming out right out of the blue. Perhaps something else entirely. Sayori? The truth is, I hate you developers! If the postman never had a sound, it would sound like a ringing phone. With a groan, I fumbled in my pocket, glaring at the offending object as if it knows it's responsible for ruining such a moment. It's my mother. I haven't spoken to her in a long time. In fact, the last time we spoke was before I joined the literature club. I'm really sorry, sir. I'm gonna have to take this. A strange smile is on her face. She shakes her head. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, what? To pull a line out of Chuck Conroy's book, my mom is hot. Don't take that out of context. Okay. Hi, Mom. Haven't spoken to you in a while. Hope you've been good. Sorry it's been so long. Work has been so hectic over the past few weeks. And there I was thinking you'd forgotten about me. Don't be silly. I always worry about you. I know. It was just a joke. Ah, you and your sarcasm. You must have gotten that from your father. How have you been anyway? Are you eating well, exercising, drinking lots of water? Whoa, slow down. I've been doing just fine. I've actually joined a club. Oh wow, that's wonderful. What kind of club is it? Literature, funnily enough. Poems and stuff. Sayori told me about it. Actually, she's the vice president. I hope you stick with it. Yeah, I don't think the girls will forgive me if I left. Girls, you said? Uh-oh. Anyway, now's a really great time as I'm just chilling with Sayori. You know, at the park you used to always take us to? Oh, you're with Sayori? How's she doing? We're having a catch-up section, actually. She's not changed too much. Anyway, can I call you back later? Kind of cutting her off right now. Of course. I have the evening off, so we can talk then, okay? Sure thing. Before I go, you are remembering to eat, right? I roll my eyes before realizing she can't see that. Yes, Mom. Of course I'm remembering to eat. What am I, going on a fast or something? Or do you think I'm 5? I can see her Sayori giggling out of the corner of my eye. If I were you, I'd be more concerned about Sayori. Lazy girl can't even get out of bed. I grin as I see her laugh turn to a childish frown. Oh, stop teasing her. You're so mean to her sometimes. Jeez, you sound like her. Anyway, gotta go. Talk to you later, okay? Love you. Love you too. Bye. I took my phone away and turned back to Sayori. Sorry about that. Had no idea she'd call. It's okay. I haven't spoken to her in a while. So it's nice to hear you two talking again. Okay. What were you saying? You wanted to tell me something? Sayori isn't sitting down by the tree anymore. She's standing up and looks ready to go. Oh, don't worry about that. It was nothing important. You sure? It seemed kind of serious. It's okay. I'm kind of hungry anyway. Can we stop by a cafe on the way home? You literally just had a popsicle. Well, you know what they say. What would that be? The fridge is a clear example of what... The fridge is a clear example that what matters is on the inside. I'm using that! I stare at her. What does that even have to do with anything? It's about food. You know what? Let's just go and get whatever you want. Oh, Discord. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? It's a Discord notification that popped up here. And go away! Okay. We'll be here for a while if I try to understand what goes on in Sayori's head. Ooh, I like it. One tasty little tried meal later, Sayori's appetite is finally sated. Wow, that's a shocker. It's getting to the late afternoon at this point. Hey, Sayori. Not that I didn't enjoy it today, but I think I'm going to have to call it there. There's a mountain of homework I still haven't started that's due on Monday, and I don't think Sakurai is going to be happy with me if it's late. Her face just traces chalk over it. She hastily attempts to wipe it off. Oh, that's okay. Probably should do the same. We've reached my house. Okay, well, I'll see you on Monday then. Have a good one. She waves cheerily. Bye! Thanks again for today. No worries. Sorry I ruined it with a phone call. You didn't. It's okay. I could spend the rest of the day with her, but unfortunately my procrastination has caught up with me. What a fun evening this will be. I love that little thing. It's so cute. Act 2! Wow, so it took us 5.5 episodes. Actually, no, 6 episodes, because we're probably... Ah, fuck me! As the sound of my alarm makes its unwelcome presence in my bedroom, I can't help but wonder. Do I even need an education? I can totally just become a video game streamer! Oh my god! Oh my god, I love that. Relax, guys, sit up and stretch. I just hope I don't run into any of those pricks who ruined our festival. Oh, jeez. Not to mention, I hope they aren't giving any of the club members any flack. Especially Sayori. At least Sakurai is cool. Surprising, Sayori is already there by the time I arrive. Good morning. Oh, God, I haven't played this in so long, so I forgot that this is a thing. Oh, I have a phone call, so hold on a moment. Alright, now that's done. Good morning. I give her a mockingly suspicious look. You know, for someone who sleeps in a lot, you sure are chipper in the mornings. Hey! Am I not allowed to be happy? Oh, of course you are, Sayori. Ready for another super exciting and not totally boring day at school. Ready as I'll ever be. How about you? Yeah, it could be worse. I guess. I'm enjoying history a lot, actually. Sakurai's a really good teacher. Oh yeah, I remember you saying. We're pretty lucky to have him, aren't we? Definitely. I didn't think anyone could top Makoto last year. But Sakurai has somehow managed to pull it off. I guess it helps that history is a decent subject. Well, I prefer those kind of subjects myself, too. What do you mean? You know, Japanese, history, anything that isn't math. Ha! Same! Or I'm physics. So not much of a science kind of girl, eh? Nope. Heh, didn't think so. You're always better than me when it came to more creative subjects, though. Looking back, when we helped each other out with our homework, I guess we covered each other's weaknesses, huh? Sure did. I remember we used to doodle on each other's work, too. I even handed in the science homework, and you didn't even realize I drawn a bunch of animals all over it. Zori laughs as school moves aside. Her giggles, coupled with a sudden remembrance of that silly memory, caused a warm feeling to wash over me. I'd totally forgotten about that. My stage teacher on the hand, well, let's just say he didn't expect a bunch of cats, rabbits, and dogs beyond that worksheet. That's funny. Well, we were learning about evolution, so I guess you drawing all those animals was fitting, right? Of course! It wasn't me just totally getting my revenge for you pulling that planet's prank. Oh, that was something I'll never forget. You mean the Uranus joke? The fact that Sayori can't help but giggle when she hears the name is testimony to how she's truly a child at heart. Yes. I grin at her, although she initially tries to pout. She can never hold an angry face, even when she's joking. Back when we were first learning about the solar system, I heard about what was so funny about Uranus from a classmate of mine. Sayori, being blissfully ignorant at the time, asked me what was so funny about the planet's name. Told her to ask her mother how Uranus was looking. And she actually did. Distinctly, I can remember being in utter hysterics when her mother was both parts confused and stern with her daughter for apparently asking such a rude question. Definitely one of my little personal victories. Go on, you have to admit, we got each other good. Anyway, I'll catch you at lunchtime. See ya. Bye! As I make my way over to my classroom, the typical school scene greets me. Students of varying ages making their way to wherever they need to be, no doubt brace themselves to the drag that is Monday morning. The sounds of chattering and laughter fill the atmosphere as I spot a few familiar faces. Occasionally, a teacher admonishes a laggy student, no doubt reminding them to not be late for homeroom. Outside my classroom, I peer through the window. Two of my classmates are already there already. Sakurai himself looks like he's only just arrived. Ah, Ryan. Good morning. How was your weekend? Morning, sir. Not bad, not bad. I haven't woken up that early on Saturday for a while, so I figured I'd make the most of it. Maybe if I told you I spent it enjoying the outdoors and getting homework done? There's a mid-first twinkle in Sakurai's eye as he answers. Why, Ryan, of course I would. After all, given your impeccable history with handing homework on time, I would be hard-pressed not to. Topic of handing in homework in time, one of my classmates notably fidgets. I'm willing to bet he hasn't done last week's assignment. Granted, there may have been one or two times where I was guilty of the very same thing. Sakurai said to relax about the missing the odd deadline. Check the clock hanging on the wall. It's almost time to start in a few minutes. Two last minute stragglers hurriedly make their way in. Most people are here at this point. Sakurai is sitting by his desk, a pen between his fingers and a thoughtful look on his face. Emmy hurriedly makes her way past the door and into her seat next to me. Kind of ironic how she's on the track team, yet still the last one in, which Sakurai picks up on. Ah, Emmy. Leans back in his chair as Emmy looks up at him with as innocent a face as she can muster. Yes, sir? How is it a member of the school's track team is the slowest one to arrive? Light chuckles fill the room. Sakurai's banter with his students is almost always amusing to witness. Well, I'm not technically late, am I? Shiori. She does have a point, sir. Sir, even the class rep is on my side. Go on, Shiori. What happened to respecting authority? I'm not the one who makes the rules, sir. Ah, fuck, me! Why are these loud? As on cue, the bell rings a moment after Emmy slips into her seat. Cutting it pretty close. Now that everyone is here, let's get started. Now, believe me when I say the First World War is one of the most interesting things you'll ever study in school. Though your science teachers may beg to differ. So a conflict involving nations all across the world, continent to continent, with soldiers as well as civilians involved in the fighting, it truly changed the geopolitical climate for many of the combatants involved. As he talks, his trademark enthusiasm shines through. It's almost like he was born to be a teacher. Now, can anyone tell me the year it started? Bonus points if you can explain how it began. 1912 or 1913, I think. Or 1914. It's either 1912, 1913, or 1914. I know it's early 1900s. And for anyone else to know, bonus points does not mean exempt from homework for a week. That was a thing that happened in my school. If you managed to excel in a class, you get a week off of homework. I got that twice. I can't help but a smile to myself after hearing the mixture of groans and laughs in the class. Maybe Monday morning won't be so boring after all. Oh, you're gonna tell me? Ah. The rest of the lesson passes by fairly quickly. Before I know it, it's lunchtime. You're looking a bit livelier. Sakurai has an effect on us. We're also learning about the First World War, which is pretty interesting. You're right, it is. Although it is sad thinking about all the soldiers who died. In such horrible ways, too. For sure, they were hoping it would be a world to end all wars. Yet 20 years later, they were out again. Anyway, how was your morning? What subject did you have? Physics. In the morning? That's so unfair! Sure, I was subject I enjoy on a Monday morning. Slipping into the subject, though. Hey! I like Japanese too, you know. Japanese, history, even stuff like English. Subjects where I can express myself a bit more. You know, given how you're in a literature club, it all makes sense now. As in, why you prefer subjects like Japanese. More creative subjects where you can write stories, poems, that sort of thing. Yeah! Plus, I don't think I'll ever need to work out the area of a triangle in real life. Thank you for understanding me! I'm gonna turn my mic down because I think I peaked a little bit. Bring it to a 3.2. But, well, I really hope not. Whereas stuff that we learn about in Japanese helps with writing poems. Though I don't think the teacher was happy when she found me trying to write a poem in her class. But it's not my fault, right? She looks at me with puppy dog eyes, and in that moment it hits me just how adorable Sarah can be. Those big blue eyes, it's impossible not to say no so to her, and... Wait a minute, where is this coming from? Huh? Yeah, no, definitely not your fault. Anyway, what's that you've got? I motioned to the food in front of her. It's fairly obvious what she's eating, but I needed a quick change of topic to cover. Whatever it was just came over me. Eh? You mean this? Cinnamon bun. We're really delicious. Sorry, I couldn't get a word of that. But I'm guessing you're enjoying it. Jelly gulps down the sugary delight. Sorry. Yeah, it's so yummy. You want to try some? Can't hurt. Tears out a piece and reaches forward. I'm struck by how soft and warm her hands are. It's only a brief moment of contact, but it's enough to ignite that weird warm feeling within. Step out of it! Pop it into my mouth and savor the sweet taste filling my taste buds. I'm ready to get some of my own. Ah, fucking! Discord again. Planning on tactically snacking on these during class this afternoon. That's what ended up getting me through a boring school day. Well, if it works, it works. Just like that, the alarm rings, signifying the end of the lunch break. Back to it, I guess. Moving by Sarah and make our respective ways back to our classrooms. You know what? I know it's a little bit shorter episode, but I try to keep them to 45 minutes. But, actually, you know what? We'll go to the point where the literature club starts, I think. Another day, another lesson. Thankfully, it's a Friday, meaning the tempting allure of the weekend beckons. Oh, wow, we just skipped it completely. Just one more day to sit through. As Sakurai explains the ordinance of the war, my mind can't help but drift away. Who was it who decided that we should have 5 working days, but only 2 days off? Man, it seems mighty unfair if you ask me. Exactly! Honestly, a 4-day week... Oh, a 4-day week and a 3-day weekend sounds so much better. I would have loved if they made Wednesday... because honestly, I'd rather have Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday as like my week, as like my days off, and then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday as my days of chilling. But no! A 4-day week and a 3-day weekend sounds so much better. No, Sierra would definitely agree. Probably not Monica, though, given how hard she works. So we have Sierra. I wonder what she's up to. I've noticed that she's been on my mind a little more than usual. Even when I was at home, just playing video games in an effort to procrastinate on my homework. Not only her, she's probably doodling instead of paying attention. Then again, I'm tape dreaming myself. I guess short attention span is something we both suffer from. It's a little on the warm side in here anyway. And Sakurai wouldn't mind too much if I spaced out, right? I need more time with Sierra has made me think. Hey! I run too far off ahead. Sorry, I just want to play. Cluster ball of energy, aren't you? Don't worry, your dad and I will keep an eye on you. Oh, and here's some money. Buy something from the ice cream truck. Would you like us to come with you? No, it's okay. I'm a big boy now, remember? Of course. How can we ever forget? Dad grins as he reaches off to affectionately ruffle my hair. Of course you are, son. Now get out there and have fun. I barely hear him as I take off, bound towards the ice cream truck. As I'm lining up, my mind runs crazy thought of all the different flavors and choices. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, mint. It's great. The line shuffles forward and I dig into my pockets to bring out the money. Awesome. That means I can get more than one. Wait, what, I missed something? You're giving me more than I need for the ice cream. That means I can get more than one. I look around and quickly try to spot my parents. They're sitting on a bench chatting away. They won't notice. Oh yeah, it's the best day ever. Huh? Who is this? Oh my god! Tiny Sayori! That's me, a young girl. She's looking sad at the ice cream truck in front of me. Why is she looking sad though? All the other kids are happy. Should be happy. There's ice cream right here. Hey. The girl jumps a little. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Turns to look at me, giving a wide smile. Huh? Wasn't she just sad a minute ago? It's okay. I'm Sayori. Hi, Sayori. I'm Ryan. I saw you looking sad. Do you want some ice cream? That makes me happy when I'm feeling sad. Ice cream? For me? You'd buy that for me? Sure. Why don't you give me too much money? I would have gotten 2 ice creams for myself. But you look sad and I don't like seeing friends sad. So he looks at the floor. She looks kind of shy. Are you sure? Yeah. Now come on, which one do you want? Ooh, thank you. That one with the long name. The Simonin? I love this. This is cute. Yeah. Okay. and over to her, taking mine from the ice cream man. Thanks again. That's okay. Do you want to be friends? Her eyes lit up and shows that she suddenly bright smile. Okay. Want to go by the swings? I'll race you there. Hey, fair. You didn't say when to start. Thanks for being my friend, Ryan. I'm new here and I don't have any other friends. No problem. Really cool, and it's nice to make a new friend. Ah, there you are. Hi. I see you've made a new friend. Who might this be, Sayori? That's Ryan. He's got me this cinnamon popsicle. Ah, did he now? She was looking really sad. Thought I would cheer her up. That's very nice of you. Do you mind explaining to Ryan why you didn't have money for the popsicle in the first place? Do I have to? Come on. Okay. I was being a bit naughty earlier. Told me not to eat all the candy before dinner yesterday, but I just couldn't help it. So she said I wasn't allowed to get a popsicle today. Indeed. So she was being punished for it. Oh no, is she angry at me? I'm sorry. I didn't know that she was in trouble. Although I'm glad you made a new friend, Sayori. Huh? She laughed softly. Man, Sayori really looks like her. Don't you worry. You are very kind. And it already looks like you two are great friends already. It's okay. Phew. Oh no! Huh? What? The sudden jolt me out and realized I'm back in the present. Given the way Sakurai's looking at me, he clearly noticed me dozing off. Oops. I'm going to assume you fell asleep because you stayed up late doing some reading about the war. Yes, sir, of course. Excellent. You'll be able to answer this next question without any difficulty. Yeah, you got me to trap there. Let's hope it's not too unreasonable. Can you explain to me how Great Britain got involved in the war? Okay, this one I actually know. I vaguely remember Sakurai talking about this yesterday. Luckily, I'm able to answer this question satisfactorily. After it appears like an eternity, a wry smile appears on his face. That late night study session really paid off, it seems. He shoots me a knowing smile. I weakly grin back. That was close. God, I don't remember how Great Britain got involved. Personally. I know more World War II than I do World War I. Okay, by the time I woke up, most of the class had already passed. Just how long was I out for? Anyway, as the bell's about to ring, I figured I should finish off my lesson before it rings for once. Even though I'm confident that you would rather learn about the intricacies of the war than go to lunch. As if by terror face Sakurai's stomach rumbles, he really rubs his face and laughs dejectedly. Well, if that is an example of Deus Ex Machina, then I don't know what is. As a smattering of laughter fills the room. Class dismissed, everyone. Everyone gets packing away the things hanging for the door, no doubt eager to refuel after this morning session. Ryan, a word with you, Will? Oh, damn. What I get the feeling this is to do with me falling asleep. As the last student files out, I gently approach Sakurai's desk, a hint of resignation in my gait. Don't worry, there's no need to work so worried. You're not in trouble or anything like that. You had me scared, sir. I think every student dreads hearing those words. Can we have a word? Or can you see me after class? With any consolation, Ryan, you still feel those words even after graduation. Oh? Mischief at university, sir. Now, that would be telling. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. I just want to know how you were getting on in class. With the course, that is. Oh, it's going pretty well. I'd say history's one of my favorite subjects, and World War I is an interesting topic. Plus, Chief Sour sits really well with me. And, I'm sorry for falling asleep in class. I know it's a little disrespectful. I just had a late night. This knowing look at Sakurai's eyes, and he simply waves away my apology. Not to worry. I know high school can be a trying period, especially when you have a lot going on. Besides, you answered my question correctly, so it's fair to assume you at least have some idea what I'm talking about. Can't help but grin at him, but the friendly, understanding aura he emanates, sometimes you forget he's a teacher. Although, if you could try and refrain from falling asleep again, that would be much appreciated. Although his tone remains light and friendly, there's an edge of sternness to his voice. I guess it must be pretty disheartening as a teacher if one of your students falls asleep in your class. Oh yeah, of course. Won't happen again, sir. Good. I just wanted to check up on you. You're doing well, so I'm satisfied. Do let me know if that changes. I'd be happy to assist where I can. Now, I shouldn't be denying you and your well-earned lunch break. Thanks, have a good one too, sir. The lady dismisses me and returns to his desk. Alright, I think... Yeah, this is where I'll stop. I said I wanted to do it before, but then the memory sequence came up, and I thought it was going to go to the Literature Club. But I'm going to pause off here. If you guys enjoyed... if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. And again, hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. I'm actually going to go be celebrating it soon myself. A little phone call I had was actually talking about that. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Last one we decided to make. And have a good day, everybody. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Last one we decided to make. I know I said it twice. I'm tired. Leave me alone.
The wolf remains one of his most feared animals.